All right, Larry Krueger here from the Pig and a Pickle Krug Show with a little Warriors video. Check out Pig and a Pickle, two locations, Emeryville and Corte Madera. They're open 7 days a week in Marin County from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m., Wednesday through Sunday in Emeryville. Pig and a Pickle, the best barbecue in all of Northern California. Get the brisket, get that brisket chili. The brisket chili is amazing. All right, we don't know what's going to happen. The NBA draft is just around the corner, and ESPN's Jonathan Gavoni says the Warriors are exploring the possibility of trading Jonathan Kuminga. According to Gavoni, the 20-year-old forward could be on the move. He was the seventh overall pick in the 2021 draft. 49ers, the Warriors are selected to pick 19th in the upcoming NBA draft. But supposedly they want a top selection in the draft, and they're dangling Kuminga, who averaged 6.1 minutes per game in the postseason after playing 20.8 minutes per game in the regular season, and even more than that towards the second half of the year. Sounds like the Warriors may look to trade him if they can get the right pick at the top of the NBA draft lottery. Now, the question is, who do they want? Who would they be dealing with, and who do they want? There's two twin brothers, Amen Thompson and Azur Thompson, who played for the Overtime Elite team. They're both 6'7" swingmen. They're different skills, but the Thompson brothers are considered to be really, really talented. And a lot of people are speculating that it might be one of those two guys that the Warriors could want. Um, I like Grady Dick from Kansas. You know, he's a 6'7" two guard, kind of in the line, kind of like a Klay Thompson or a Kevin Herter type. You're talking about a 6'8" guy who can really shoot the ball. Best shooter in the draft. He's a knockdown shooter from three. Guy shot 42.3% on over 5 attempts per game. He's got a high release. He's got a compact release. He's a terrific shooter. He's the best shooter in the draft, as I said. He's not an elite athlete. He's not particularly fast nor quick. But you could have made the same claim about Klay coming out of Wazoo. You could have said the same thing about Herter coming out of Maryland. You know, this guy is, to me, he's in that category. He was the 2022 Gatorade National Player of the Year in high school. He was a McDonald's All-American. Bill Self says he could be arguably the best shooter that he's ever signed at Kansas, which is really saying something when you think about all the sweet shooting wings that have played for Self at KU. He's coached them all. But I really love this kid. He's a 6'8" kid who's a prolific shooter. He's got great size for the wing, and he's more than just a shooter. Now, he's not an awesome athlete. He's not a great rebounder, but he's a solid passer. I just think that overall, you're looking at a very skilled. Jonathan Kuminga is an incredible athlete, but he as far as his ability to play on a winning team and play championship level ball, I think there's some development that's needed there. And the one thing about Grady Dick is that I think even though he was a freshman last year at Kansas, he was a very advanced player, as good as almost any player in all of college basketball. And he's coming into the league with some skills that you can really hang your hat on. I mean, his shot is absolutely top of the scale. And he's an underrated athlete. So I think that he might be able to play a role with Golden State. A lot of people have Grady Dick going anywhere in the top 10 to 12 of the NBA draft. I'm looking at NBAdraft.net. They say Grady Dick is going to go 9 to Utah. So I don't know. I don't know if the Warriors are ultimately going to move Jonathan Kuminga or not. I really like Jonathan Kuminga. I hope they decide not to move him. But Grady Dick is an intriguing player. Now, the Warriors also have the 19th pick in the draft. NBAdraft.net says they're going to take Trace Jackson Davis, Dale Davis's kid, at that point. There's also some really intriguing other players on the board. Leonard Miller, who played for the G League Ignite team, tremendous athlete at 6'10", small forward with fluidity and handle. Keegan Murray's brother, Chris Murray, is kind of the similar player, kind of a combo forward with a beautiful face-up game with a great shot. Ben Shepherd from Belmont is a really exciting player. But I'll tell you the guy that I would take at 19 based on, I mean, I really, there's two guys that are both slated to go in the second round that I would have a hard time passing at 19. One of them's Tristan Vukovic, the Serbian-born 7-footer, who's just an absolute beautiful shooter, high release, incredible shot. The other guy is CD Sissoko, who's a 6'7" two guard who grew up as a point guard and played professionally in France, played this year for the G League Ignite. But wow, what an athlete. This guy can, he's got point guard skills, great passer, incredible athlete, 6'7", really smart prospect. Love CD Sissoko. So we'll see what they do. They're going to have their options. Sissoko, though, is really intriguing. He's a 6'7", 6'8" wing, but he's got guard skills. And as I said, he's from France, played for the G League team this year. But you're just talking about a guy who's got tremendous athleticism, tremendous burst. I mean, and he can lead the break. I mean, 3 years from now, CD Sissoko may wind up being one of the better players from this draft. He's like a jumbo point guard, but he's really improving his shooting skills. I mean, he really improved a lot from last year to this year. And, they're saying in the NBA draft.net mock draft that he'll be going in the second round. They have him going 35th overall, the same pick that Draymond Green went, by the way, to Boston in round 2. But I love Sissoko. And since the Warriors pick at 19, they could easily get him. The other guys on the board that are also intriguing, Trace Jackson Davis is a rebounder, shot blocker. He's more of he's got the size of a power forward, but the game of a center. He's really not a shooter. He doesn't take any threes at all, but shot blocker, rebounder, passer, smart basketball player, great athlete. Trace Jackson Davis would be really intriguing. Leonard Miller has unbelievable handle. I mean, he can dribble. He's very fluid. He improved a ton from last year to this year. They say he's on the board and going 20th. Keegan Murray's brother, Chris Murray, is, a very polished combo forward. Is he a small forward? Is he a power forward? He's 6'8", 6'9", long wingspan, though, and a tremendous face-up game. So he's intriguing. Ben Shepherd is a two-guard from Belmont who's got great form on his shot. Average close to 20 a game for Belmont, which is that's not the highest level of college hoop, but really an intriguing, exciting player. And then Sissoko is a round 2 guy. Amari Bailey from UCLA is a round 2 guy. Podzemski from Santa Clara had a phenomenal year. A guy they call Omax Prosper is Olivier Maxence Prosper from Marquette. He was lit up in Chicago and is a tremendous 6'8", 225-pound combo forward. Is he a 3? Is he a 4? He's a phenomenal defender, great athleticism. And then Tristan Vukovic, the 7-footer from Serbia, shoots the ball, like a two-guard. He's just got an absolute buttery shot. And he's got an ability to put it on the deck and make some dribble drives and shoot it off the elbow. He's got 3-point range. So there's a lot to like in this upcoming draft. But the big story is, will the Warriors trade Jonathan Kuminga? And it sounds like Kuminga pouted at the end of the year, that he fell out of favor with Kerr and some of the veteran players. And now they're getting ready to move off of him, most likely in a trade for a higher pick. Now the question is, who do they want? And as I said, some people are speculating could be one of the Thompson brothers, but I think, could be two. To me, it's probably more polished players, and the two polished players in the top dozen are Jordan Hawkins, the 2-guard from Connecticut, who just has an unbelievably soft release, one of the best shooters in all of college basketball, and then Grady Dick from Kansas, who might be the best shooter in the entire draft. And if you're looking to move Jonathan Kuminga and you're looking for players who can play right now, yeah, I would say Jordan Hawkins and Grady Dick probably have a chance to be more significant contributors next year than what Kuminga showed he could do based on what we saw this year, and especially in the playoffs. All right, hope you enjoyed our Warrior video. The NBA draft is coming up. Keep it locked here for all your top-tier Warrior videos. And thanks to all of you guys for supporting the Krug Show on YouTube. Make sure you check out Pig and a Pickle in their 2 locations. They're in Emeryville and Corte Madera. They're open 7 days a week in Marin, Wednesday through Sunday in Emeryville. Pig and a Pickle, the best barbecue in all of Northern California.